causes in her life, and that is Zakiya A. Williams. Zakiya, welcome to the program.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning. You know, I wanted to talk about the importance of maturing gracefully and doing it in a positive sense. And I couldn't think of a better example than you in terms of you've been a public school teacher and then retired, but that didn't stop you from remaining active in terms of, I'm looking at your resume here, and it seems like you have more associations now than most chief executives.
Wow, that's a compliment.
Well, it is true, but what are the benefits there of you remaining committed?
Well, one of the things I found out in being involved in different activities, I saw an advertisement about Alzheimer's. One of my friends had put information about that in the obituary with her sister, because we find that it's something that happens to more of us than we realize. And so one of the things that you have to do is remain active to kind of ward that off.
And how do you remain active? Because I want our listeners to get an idea just in terms of all of your community commitments as well as your physical activity.
Okay, one of the main things right now is I'm working with Needles and Threads Quilters Guild, and we are having our quilt show in October, so I'm involved with preparation for that.
And we want to tell people that the Needles and Threads Quilters Guild show is going to take place on Saturday, October the 20th, as well as Sunday, the 21st, in Washington Park.
Right, at 55th and King Drive. And we're starting Saturday morning at 10 o'clock and Sunday at 10 o'clock.
Talk to me about the benefits of quilting and the legacy of African American women and quilting.
Okay, the Guild, we try to promote the love of quilting and the growth and development in the art and craft of quilting. We assemble quilters for the purpose of sharing ideas and skills. We also do community service. We do baby hats and blankets for the hospitals. We do hats for veterans. We do quilts for cancer patients who are going through treatment. So we do a variety of things. And we just published our first book.
Okay, where is that available?
That is available through the Quilters Guild. I will give you a number.
Okay, you can give that to me.
Okay, the number is 773-770-5679. And the title of our book is Culture and Tradition, an African American Quilt Experience.
When we talk about that tradition, just how far back does it go with regard to African Americans?
Well, it goes the African and then the American. Because Africans were quilting before we got to America.
Okay.
So it goes back to the motherland. We quilted then. And we continued it once we came here, piecing together from quilter sacks and whatever was available. We put it together to make beautiful things. And when you come out to our show in October, you will be amazed at the creativity that is exhibited by these women and men.
Is it an art that is being passed on to the younger generations? Because I can tell you right now from experience, one of the treasures that I have in my house are blankets that my grandmother knitted and crocheted. And just to be able to, I remember passing that blanket on to my daughter, and now, you know, when my grandkids come by the house and spend the night, you know, being able to place that same blanket on them. And, you know, that is a phenomenal feeling to be able to say, hey, your great-grandmother made this, you know.
Right. And that's a tradition that is followed with the Guild, because many of the Guild members make blankets for their grandchildren, and they talk about the fact that they have blankets and quilts from their grandparents. And the Guild also works with the Park District, because we meet at Fernwood Park.
Now, where is that located?
That's at 104th and Wallace. And we meet there on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 9 o'clock to 1 o'clock.
Okay, and how can people become members of the Guild if they want to learn about the fantastic art of quilting and threading and also knitting?
They are welcome to come to the meeting on Tuesday or Thursday, and we have people there. We have an education committee.
Tuesday and Thursday at what time?
From 9 o'clock until 1 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
And we also, on the second Saturday of the month, we do community service where we make the hats, blankets, and whatnot to give to the various other organizations. And then on the fourth Saturday of the month, we have our general meetings.
What does it mean for you personally, Zakiya, in terms of when you knit a little hat that you know is going to cover the head of a newly born child? What kind of feeling is that?
Well, I don't do the knitting. I do the blankets, right? I don't do the knitting.
Mm-hmm.
But it's you just kind of get a good feeling. It's a very good feeling to know that what you've done is going to be appreciated, hopefully for years to come, by that infant and their parents.
Mm-hmm. Now, you have, of course, a bachelor's degree in art and elementary education, as well as a master's degree from George Washington University. And I have to let people, our listeners, know that we, participate in a yoga class at the Y on 63rd and Stony there. And it's just how important is physical activity, but also being involved in organizations like the Needles and Thread Quilters Guild, as well as some of the other things that you're involved with, which include the United Negro College Fund, the Betty Shabazz International Charter School. You're also involved with the Temple of the African Community of Chicago, on the board of the Institute for Positive Education. The list goes on. And just how important is that in terms of maturing gracefully?
Well, I think we have to be involved to also set examples for our younger people, because if we don't get involved, those things won't get done that need to be done. So I try to keep involved.
Mm-hmm. And you do a great job at that. So now, is there an admission cost for the show that's going to take place at Washington Park on October 20th and 21st?
Yes, it's $6 general admission, $5 for senior citizens.
And are any of the quilts, as well as some of the knitted material, are they going to be up for sale? Because I think of, when I think of quilting, I also think of the work of textile artist Faith Rango.
Okay. Yes, we will have items for sale. We're also raffling off a quilt. Mm-hmm. We have a quilt that will be raffled, which was made by the Guild members. As many members as chose to did one of the blocks for the quilt. And that will be but it will be raffled on Sunday. And the tickets for that are $1 a piece, or 6 for $5.
Okay.
And the number I gave you, people can call to get tickets.
And if people
or get our book.
Mm-hmm. And give that number once more.
773-770-5679.
Sounds good.
I want to mention one other thing.
Very
in terms
quickly.
of our membership. We have, like I said, we have over 100 members in the Guild, men and women, and the age range is from like in the 50s. Our oldest member is 102 years old as of July.
Incredible.
Yes. And they're incredible artists. It's like you'll be going to an art exhibit when you come to our quilt show. You will be amazed.
Sounds so very good.
Creativity. Yes.
Well, I'm definitely looking forward to attending the show. Zakiya A. Williams, we thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Well, that wraps up this week's show. I want to thank all of my guests. Please take advantage of the useful information presented today. Until next week, I'm Darryl Dennard. Always remember to use informed insight in everything that you do, and be sure to take care of yourself.
Verizon invites you to nominate